Hi everyone, welcome back to the next entry in my stealth rework devlog, where I document how I'm reworking this old stealth level I made into the coolest and best level ever, probably. Today I can show you the new and improved hotel layout. I'm only done with the hotel building and the rooms itself. As you can see, there's no environment around it yet, and that is going to be one of the next steps then. Also, I highly recommend that you watch the first video where I present the first level, or the old version of the level first, before returning to this one then, because then you'll just see how much progress actually has been made. Also, before I forget, the paper maps are in the description below, so you can look at those while I explain where everything is in the building, just so you have a general overview. Alright. Let me take you for a tour, like in MTV Cribs. So first I'll do a little fly around. You can see the building has become a lot bigger since the first version. There's also no roof on it yet because I wanted to keep it off to better show today what's up here. So the building is split into three main parts. The part on the right, middle part, and the left part, very creatively named. The part on the right is the one which you enter through. So through either this door or this door is where you enter the premises or the building. There will be an outside bit around this area, but as I said, the environment around it hasn't been built yet, so that's not implemented yet. But then you'll make your way through the ground floor of this right side, and then the non-linear bit of the gameplay will start. So I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. So first we have the loading bay. This is the same one like as I had in the first version of the map, but I made it a little more, beautiful. I wanted to play around a bit to see with what kind of setting and geometry I would like to go with, and so this is why this room is more detailed than the others. And so yeah, I also kept the security rooms, or the room here on the side with the freezer. Yeah, there's the outside bit, the whole parking space, here from which the trucks that deliver here enter, and there's the main entrance to the hotel. We'll go through this part here, just the corridor, a bit enhanced with side tracking, like able to go to the side here, and a connection to the security rooms. The locker room still here, and the kitchen also still here. Everything has kind of been turned around, and so these rooms are to the opposite side that they were in the first version. Then we go here into some sort of a ballroom. I imagine that when you're playing through this, like during the mission, there is some sort of exhibition here, or like wine tasting or something like that. Something that makes, for a crowd of people and gives the game a reason to have an active or bustling action all throughout these corridors and rooms. Little terrace outside. Then here's your first connection to upstairs, where here would be a bar. Now again, this would mean bustling action over here. Here we have some of the hotel rooms. I generally used the same layout for every single hotel room, just mirrored. You'd have a main like loungy room, the bedroom, which is always the one with the window in it, and the bathroom. And so yeah, that's it for this top floor. Just a very big bar loungy area. Another way you could go through the kitchen is by going through the main dining room hall, which would be completely out in the open, so completely open air with a terrace that stretches up to here. Also here with high ground where the player can go all around here. Now I will restrict their flow of using this terrace, this balcony up here, with guards and so on, but that's for later. Now it's just the geometry. I cleaned up the entire dining room because I have to redesign the gameplay, so not sure what I want to keep there and what I want to get away, so I took everything away. Then we have the main room, which has been kept mostly the same. There's a bit added, a corner added here, but other than that, I think this is just still the exact same room. It's a bit bigger, and then we go into the left part. Now, the left part here, this is the reason I had to redesign this thing, because earlier it was just a mirror of the right side, but with different rooms in the bottom, with a spa area, which is still there. The main reason I did this is because I wanted to add this corner right here, simply to, first of all, the player's gonna start around here, and I'm gonna have them have a look over the entire premise before they have to enter it, so the player can see their destination, which is the director's office here. They can see their destination from that starting point, but also I felt like it was just way cooler to have a building that has a corner or an angle like this, than just like something that would have a pretty flat front after all. And so I prefer this. Also, I had a lot of space to fill with the other layout, and at some point I just felt like I was putting in rooms and themings of rooms that, didn't need to be in a hotel, but I just felt like putting them in because otherwise the room would be empty, and I didn't want that. Another reason why it is so important that this has a completely different layout to this side is because I feel like it's easier for the player to remember where they are at in the building when two sides are completely differently designed, especially because, as you can see already, there are also sleeping rooms on this side, so that the player knows on which side they are at all times. Now we can go through this right side here. So here would be a private dining hall, able to be reserved by anyone who wants. So just call me up. I can get that arranged for you. I know the builder of this thing. Now here would be another entrance, a second entrance, or an exit for when you have to escape the premises. Here would be a second reception, to handle the people that come in through the other entrance or go out through the other exit. Here's a corridor, with some rooms, again, sleeping rooms on the bottom floor this time. And yeah, the rest of this is basically just like the empty space that you see here is just a giant lobby with some toilets here. Because, a hotel restaurant building needs toilets. But yeah, this would just be a giant lobby. While doing research for this, I realized that percentage-wise, a lot of rooms in a hotel are actually just lobbies. And so I have a giant lobby down here where there'll be some interesting gameplay for the player. Now, we come here to the spa area. We enter big pool. I guess here would be some lounge chair area, private massage rooms, a sauna, and yeah, just an outside bit. Now, the main function of this would be, probably to add a different way to get upstairs, or also to get the player to explore, to find different distraction items. Also some closets to hide in if they were to be spotted by guards. Now upstairs, as I said, there's already, another ensemble of rooms. One that's bigger one than the other ones, but doesn't really matter. The main stairs to get upstairs here. There will be a lot of connections to get upstairs. There's the stairs over here, these stairs, and the stairs in the middle. But all around the building, you will have ladders that will go from the bottom floor to the top floor, and maybe even from the top floor to the roof. I haven't decided on that yet, but I would really like to implement that. You can see where I want those connections to be on the paper map, but I'm not sure yet. Nothing's set in stone, so I haven't actually put up the balconies or the connections yet. I'm going to do that when I'm done with the environment bit. Now here would be another place to kind of, another gallery, another balcony, so to say, you know, to look down. This would be under a roof though, but it's just that, you know, a big opening in the floor to create a bit of space that you can kind of see where you were, maybe, or if you weren't, you can see what's down there. And if you are down there, you can see, okay, what is up here? And then here, the extra bit, this small part upstairs is the high security bit. So I'm looking to put in 3, maybe 4 different levels of security. So there would be 4 different key cards available that you would need to pick up to get to the director's office. I'm thinking of making 1, maybe 2 of them obligatory to get, and the other ones can be an option, but you can progress to a higher level of security without them by exploring and, you know, using ladders and so on to get around them. But I'll see exactly how I'll implement that. I just wanted to have different layers of security, similar to how they have this in Hitman levels. I really like that system, and it's usually well laid out for the player. And that is another reason why I wanted to rework this side of the hotel, so that I can clearly separate this higher security fortress from the rest, so that the player knows it is a lot harder to get into this part than it is to get into the other parts. Now here, this room would be the security room. Here would be a security check, kind of like, you know, in the airport, you know, metal detector and so on. Here's the lobby in front of the director's office, where you wait for the director to grant you permission to see them or just talk to other VIP clients, whatever. And here's also just a different entrance, a different corridor to get through. And then, yeah, we have the director's office here with a beautiful big balcony later on, and the main entrance, which could serve as a possible escape route. Now, I already have in mind a bit of how I want the gameplay to flow, and I've talked about it a bit, but that and the environment are going to be my next 2 goals that I'm going to be focusing on. Now, I'm also going to do a little detailing already, not too much, just place some gray boxes here and there. Just, I wouldn't have to explain to you that these are the hotel rooms, but that you could just see it. You know, maybe I put a bed in here, and I don't know, a toilet or like a shower in here. That would already be a lot of detailing, but you get what I mean. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to IKEA and I'll go buy some furniture and plants and whatever, and I'll show you guys that next time. Now, if you haven't already, you can watch the previous episode in which I show off the mechanics that I've designed and implemented for this conceptual stealth game, or you can watch one of the other previous episodes. Subscribe so that you won't miss the next episodes, and yeah. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Take care.